Hi, just naturally destined back again. I just decided to make another video while I was at it, and I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. The first video I was doing on my webcam, which I never used, and when it got to the audio or the video part, everything sounded low and muffled, and I know you have to crank up your computer. I had to crank up my computer as well as the video itself in order to hear myself speaking, and I do apologize for that. And I'm sorry, I didn't know it was going to upload like that. When you play it back, it sounds just fine, and then I uploaded and heard the final production, and it didn't sound too hot. So I apologize for that. Basically, I was getting a brief intro of myself and how I transitioned over the past 2 months, my big chop, and some things that I have been doing on my hair and taking care of my hair and following the curly girl method, which brings me to talk about the book, Curly Girl, which is by Lorraine Massey, and that's the book. Many of you know that already from the range of YouTube videos that I found as far as co-washing and things of that sort. But Lorraine Massey, she speaks about, and she teaches about. Oh, just a minute.
What?
Okay.
What's that?
Okay, I'm gonna come look at it. Just a minute. Okay, that's my baby. Sorry about that. But she teaches about co-washing, which is conditioner, washing your hair with conditioner instead of just mainly shampoo. She just believes in shampooing your hair, but not often. And if you do use it, use one that's free of sulfate, because sulfates tend to dry out our hair. And as curlies, whether you're black, white, whatever, she just puts us all in a category of being curlies, and then she tells you what type of curly you are and how you should wash your hair and treat your hair according to the curly you are. And she has put us in a category of certain curly, and she also dedicates, I'm saying us as far as African Americans, and she also dedicates 2 pages to African American hair, and it's like a straw set or something she's showing in there. But it's basically as far as the techniques and the methods of the Curly Girl method, I think is informative. I wish she had more things as far as African American hair, but that's not what she is trying to teach. She's just trying to teach, I think, the method of Curly Girl and how curlers should treat their hair. But I enjoyed the book, and I'm following her method. I don't use the shampoo at all, though. I just do the co-wash and leave-in treatments and stuff like that, and moisturize. But that's about it. Another book that I had purchased during my transition period, I purchased a couple of books, to read and just inform myself and join a couple of forums like Curly Nikki and Naturality and stuff like that. And then I stumbled across some YouTube videos to get an idea of what could I expect, and I've learned so much from everybody out there, and I hope I can share things that I learned and if it can benefit anybody. But another book is Grow It by Chikara, this one, and she basically teaches on how to grow your natural hair. She gives her experiences for how she had perms and that they damaged her hair, and she gave some awful stories that she had gone through. She had some beautiful hair, but she gave some stories about what she had gone through, and she teaches you how to care for your natural afro textured hair, and how often you should shampoo it, how often you should condition it, how you should moisturize it, and all those little steps. But overall, it was a lot of information that I already knew, even having a relaxer for so many years. She didn't really tell me anything that I didn't know. And but it could help somebody who, they don't know anything about hair care. But I didn't receive too much information from her book at all. One book that I have enjoyed, and that is Hair Story. And it's Untangling the Roots of Black Hair in America, and by Ayanna Bird and Lori Tharp. And I really enjoyed how they've taken our hair, Afro textured hair, going back from the times that we were in Africa and up into today's time, and talk about the history of hair and how hair is so important to us in our identity, even when we were in tribes or whatever in Africa, and each tribe had its own identity and had their own hairstyle, and that signified their character and who they were. Also signified different periods of life they were in. A woman was mourning, she didn't do her hair, and a man knew not to approach her or court her or whatever. Warriors, hunters, or fighters, they dressed their hair a certain way when they were going to battle. And hair just means so much, to African Americans. You know that because hair is such a big deal. But you read this book; it's very informative and talking about how hair transitioned and changed. And I don't want to give too much of the book away, but I think it's an excellent book. I like history, and I think it's an excellent book. I was speaking with someone the other day at work, and we were talking about. He was bringing up something about the texture when I just cut my hair. And he brought up something about other ethnicities or something like that. And I was trying to explain to him that's why Latinos, some Filipinos and everything, they have some of our hair texture because it dates back to the Mayas and the Aztecs and ancient civilization. People from Spain came over, and they also brought slaves. And we were not only in the Caribbean or in America, we were also in Mexico and Brazil. And the Spanish brought slaves to those areas, and we worked and blended in with those societies, with the ancient, with the natives. They were there, the Indians there, and we're just a whole big mesh pot of the Spaniards and the natives that were there and Africans. And so that's why you have a mixture in South America as well as it's just in the Latino community of our textured hair. And he didn't know that, and he thought that was a bunch of whatever. But hey, you got to study for yourself. But I just think that's a wonderful book, and I got a couple other books that are on the back burner that I'm reading about natural hair care. I just like to know what I'm getting into when I'm getting into it, and not just jump into something and full force and have no idea. I think everything has a meaning, and when I do things, I just want to know exactly what I'm doing and what I'm going into when I do it. And if I'm wearing my hair this way, it just helps to be informed. It just helps to be informed in how to take care of it and everything like that. But I just wanted to share that real quick, and I hope I didn't talk your head off. And thank y'all for watching. Bye bye. I'm trying to work this camera. Bye.